Alright. Alrighty. Back at it. Let's go. Oh yeah. So, I think it's time to just dive into something new. Here we are. Blank Ableton project. Let's see what we can make of it. We got like an hour and a half left of stream. That should be plenty of time to make a beat. This time I think I will go for drum breaks. Let's jump over to our AJ Hall folder. Oh, that's just kind of nice. I don't know, I was looking for something to chop, but that's not a bad idea. I feel like I could really get on something emotional on this. That actually, no, that's too good. I can't resist that. We're gonna steal it. Okay, no. These are royalty free samples, so it doesn't matter. Bust out purity. Nice. Dude, that's so sick. Gonna lay down some more purity, of course. You know how we do. Curious, what if I threw like some pretty aggressive OTT on here? See, that kind of helps extend those notes a little bit more. They don't have much fade now. In fact, I'm not sure I even want to adjust that. That sounded pretty good to me. I mean, we'll probably turn it down, but... that saturator on there. I've kind of got this philosophy about just bass notes and how they should interact with the kick. You really don't want your bass note to land like directly on top of the kick. Rather, you kind of want that kick to like fully land and for us to fully hear that, and then for that bass note to like ring out almost as a result, almost like it's resulting from the kick. Sometimes you can achieve that by side chaining and whatnot. When you're doing stuff like in the realm of funk, I think it's just nice to like lean back on the bass a bit, play a little bit like leaning on the back of the, you know, the pocket. So I don't know, just something to think about next time you're laying down a bass line. Okay. There's this one shot that I kind of want to dig with because I think it's going to really pop with this nice like 80s synthwave-esque sort of soundscape, you know? It's kind of synthwave, it's kind of vaporwave, it's just this like retro synth vibe, you know? Maybe the layered. And I'm curious, what if we like threw a little bit of delay on it? That might, I don't know, that might sound kind of cool. Nice. Spicy. Alright, let's maybe dig through some more one-shots, you know? Shit, maybe we just keep that. With a little bit of delay on it as well. I'm thinking we could just borrow this guy. Woo! Okay. Alright, where are we going from here? Oh, and I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Do we need like maybe one more of these guys just kind of thrown in right there after the Yeah, that just fills that out nicely. I kind of want to beef up these drums just like a smidge. Maybe we bust out the drum bus and do something there. that's a little bit much. Yeah, Heinous saying, yeah, that's the artistic journey, man. It's a great thing to be able to see people progress and follow that arc. It is really interesting to like, because I've got people in my community that at this point I've been listening to their music for like 3 years straight. Like the same people hang around that were hanging around when I was like much smaller, like less than 100 followers, you know. It's really cool to hear somebody like get better over time and to like, I don't know. I think what's even cooler is when you see people like actually hit their success and like man, I want to just pull somebody up here real quick. I met this guy Lauren 7 when he was 14 years old. Comes into my stream with some beats that he made on his phone. And like, yeah, the mix was terrible. Like in arrangement, he still had room that he needed to improve on. But like the ideas were solid, you know. I was just like encouraging him, and you know, from there, like, man, he was like rhyming his stuff, he was producing his stuff, he was learning how to mix, and on top of like, you know, going to school, working a job, like he has a social life. Like, I don't know, I just think it's funny. Like, look, he's got like 60,000 on this track Phi. Like, you know, he's actually like hitting some great stuff. Like, I don't know. It's crazy though. It's crazy. You never know who's gonna pop. It's just been cool kind of seeing him evolve. I actually ended up collaborating with him a couple times. Like I did Floor 16 with him. He's actually on my album Friends and Enemies. That's a Friends and Enemies track right there. And I've actually like brought him on for professional work. Like I bring him around industry people sometimes, you know, and it's like. But I like it because he's actually it's funny. You would never, just speaking to him, you would never guess that he's like 16. He's like really respectful and professional, you know. But it's like, man, I don't know. I think it's just funny. Like he's just rhyming circles around. Like I feel like I see people being like, I can't do it. Like I work a job. I don't have the money for beats. Like neither did Lauren, but he just decided like, I'm just going to learn how to make my own beats, you know, like, but that's the cool thing is you see people like in this community. I see people that go from nothing, from like making beats on their phone to like this. And it's just like, it's just crazy seeing people evolve, you know? So I don't know. That's my rant. I feel like I got to like shout out Lauren every once in a while. Cause I'm like, damn. I suppose I should actually finish this beat. I'm like getting so distracted. We got 40 minutes left of stream. I think I can do it. Let's bust out more Purity again, because I always, this is like a Purity track, you know. I used to get so in my head about copying and pasting and like reusing sections, you know, like I don't know. I was so like concerned that I was making my music too stagnant. But, you know, I think just something that's really true about music is you need repetition for it to like really stick in your head to some degree. I mean, I feel like that's the thing is you're always playing this game of like, repetition, but then break the repetition, you know, like there's a certain divisiveness about it, you know. But yeah, Heinous is like, oh man, yeah, the imaginary rules, they can fuck you right up. Absolutely. Well, that's the thing. Honestly, look, I don't think that you should ever be setting rules for yourself like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this. If you are setting rules for yourself, it should be with a goal in mind, right? So like I would say, like for example, a good rule, right, is, wow, I'm really having trouble with my bridge section. I guess I'm going to make a rule for myself that this next month, every beat I make has to have a bridge section, right? That's a great way. That's a great rule that works towards your goal of like, you know, really getting better at making bridge sections. Now let's talk about a stupid rule, okay? I don't sample anything. I have to lay down everything that ends up in my track. You know, like, well, that's a stupid rule because what happens if you want a saxophone? Sax VSTs kind of suck. Short of going out and buying a saxophone, and learning how to play saxophone, like you're gonna need to sample something at some point or work with somebody. But what happens if you don't like have a friend that plays saxophone? What if your friend is terrible? You know, like it just. Don't make stupid rules for yourself, you know? I feel like if you are making a rule, it should be with a concrete objective in mind, right? And then don't stick to that rule forever, you know? Let's just run this back while I respond to that. Yeah, he says, I used to make beats with a guy like 20 years ago, and we had a rule that using samples was cheating. We moved to different towns and fell out of touch. I made beats for the next 10 years and stuck with that rule. Oh man. Says we came back together and I was playing him some beats and we were all whack. And that we're all whack. And he was like, what are you talking about? Sampling is fine. That's fucking funny, man. He moved on. He was like, all right. Wow, that's hilarious. 10 years. Oh no. Oh, man. Where do we want to go with this? I feel like we need a lot more details than what we've already got, right? Like, this section seems fine. Oh, you know what? Saxophone, maybe in this bridge section, would be kind of an interesting detail. Something like that. Might sound awfully pretty. Maybe we just keep that. I don't know. We definitely need to drench this in like reverb. Let's maybe play around with more one shots. Ooh, that could be just like a small little detail that we could throw in here and kind of fade it in and out. We'll fade them out on probably like that little this, or that could be how it ends. Oh shit, nice. Let's just keep filling this out. Compliment for those. We're gonna bring this back around to the second hook. Yeah. There we go. Oh, dude, I think we did it. I think we could call this a done beat. That is so goddamn good. Oh, and we might also want to save this if we want to hold on to it.